Good morning, everybody. This is Matt Kern, and this is another Mobile Minute with Matt and Friends. And I have a good friend on with me, an extraordinary realtor, JD Tomlin, with the Tomlin team, powered by EXP. Good morning, Mr. Tomlin. Good to see you today.
Likewise, Matt Kern. Good to see you and friends on this call as well.
Yes, so I see you must be sitting in your library area. Or are all those your books behind you?
Bro, I've got about, probably about 500 books between there and all the way across the wall. And I've read probably 90% of them over the years. Yes, sir.
Yeah, my wife, I had to move a lot of my books, and because a lot of them I just didn't have room to put them anymore. Have you found over the years, do you still read more literature and books by pages, or have you started going to the Audible side of things?
Matt, I'm old school, man. My newest book that I just picked up, Marketing Rebellion, great read, by the way, Mark Schaefer.
Okay.
The Most Human Company Wins. I'd recommend it to anyone listening to this today, but hard copy right here, because I write notes, I scribble, I highlight, I go back to stuff, and that's just me. I need to catch up with the times probably, but as long as paperbacks are still going to be copied, I'll buy them.
Right. When you start reading a book, JD, do you read only one at a time, or do you do a couple of them like I do?
Yeah, I usually have 3 or 4 going at any given time, Matt.
Yeah.
And my challenge is sometimes I'm not finished, and I'll start another one, and I'll start another. And so what I've tried to become more disciplined in is give myself a deadline. So even if I'm reading 2 or 3 at a time, I say, all right, I'm going to finish this by next Saturday, for example.
Oh, I like
and
that.
then I get it done. If I have deadlines, I get things done. And I'll literally put it in my calendar. Have Marketing Rebellion read by 9 p.m. Saturday, and it just makes me get it done.
That's awesome. So let me blow your mind a little bit. So a while back, I was reading a book, and I also found it on Audible, and I was listening to the author read the book while I was reading the book, verbatim. It was really cool.
How'd you like that?
I was like in stereo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to recommend something to you. Have you heard of Blinkist? It's an app, B-L-I-N-K, like blink, Blinkist, I-S-T.
Okay.
And what Blinkist does is if you want a Cliff Notes version of a book, let's say you're driving to an appointment, Blinkist will take the highlights of a book, and in about 15 minutes, you're done with that book. And so you could listen to 4 or 5 books if you're on an hour road trip or something, and then it saves them, categorizes them in your library. It's about $50 a year for the subscription.
Okay.
But if you want the highlights, the high level version of a book, and you don't have time to dig in, you can do a lot of books with that app, Blinkist.
Okay, good to know. I appreciate that info. All right, well, let's jump into some questions. So obviously the main question is since we've had this COVID-19 issues going on, how has it affected you personally and corporately?
Bro, on a personal level, our college kids are home, and I'm loving that.
Okay.
We've got a busy household. So our high school senior, 2 college kids, we're game nights and movie nights every night, having fun. But during the day, I'm still being disciplined and living by a schedule. And so that really hasn't affected me. I'm still setting appointments. I'm still building a pipeline. Matt, for me, I've treated this as though it's time to work on the business more than I had been doing before. So I'm spending a couple hours at least a day in my database. And for those of us that have larger databases, it's pretty easy to let it get a little stale. Yeah. So every day I'm going through and making sure that I've got updated emails, phone numbers. I'm reaching out to people. I send a text or a call to people, especially those who I haven't talked to in a while. And when you see their name, you go, oh, and I'm making myself make those connections. And what it's doing is it's building a pipeline for us for the third and fourth quarter of 2020 that's going to be big.
Yes, sir.
And it's creating appointments right now. We're still putting listings on the market and working with some buyers. It's certainly a little slower pace than it was, but we're still seeing that movement. And so it's how it's affected me corporately. Our team is doing well. We're doing a 15-minute Zoom call in the mornings to make sure everybody's scheduled and looking strong for the day and got their mind right and their heart right. And then, of course, our Monday team meetings as well. And so we're just encouraging one another. And then personally, it's just I'm still staying disciplined. I'm still getting up early, still working out, still walk my dogs, have my coffee, read, and then get started by about 8:30 and work till 5 or 5:30 at a minimum. So, yep, it's been good here.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing how many people are outside walking their animals right now?
Dude, everybody. It's crazy. And I think people are enjoying a slower pace of life and kind of getting back to probably how you and I grew up, Matt. And It feels a little bit like that, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. Well, this generation, even my youngest daughter, Harley's 11 now. This generation, you don't let them go walk out in a neighborhood by themselves, like they used to, unless they're in a pack or there's an adult somewhere around or keeping an eye on them. Back when we were growing up, you stayed outside until dark, until your mom called you to come in for dinner.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, and I just saw movement out the window, and it's my two daughters going out for a run. And, that doesn't happen in normal life. So, not that they don't work out, but at 9:30 on a Tuesday morning, right, they're right in the middle of class. They'll still get their schoolwork done. But it's so personally, it's been good. It's been a reset button in a lot of ways. I've gotten a lot of reading done, a lot of working on my database done. And then corporately, our team is going to be better on the other side of this. I'm convinced of that.
So what has EXP been bringing down the pipe for you guys as far as what they see going on and what to be, how are they helping you be prepared for this?
One unique thing about EXP, Matt, and I know that's not what we're here to talk about, but it was already a 100% cloud-based company.
Right.
And so, for instance, all the training and classes that we have done, we still do. I mean, there's over 150 classes this week that you can choose from that are live. And they're all done in our world campus. Our numbers, our production as a company are strong and healthy. We have global growth. As a matter of fact, I'm talking here tomorrow morning to a broker and his company in South Africa about launching EXP in South Africa. And a global expansion is very simple in this company. But the projections are that our third and fourth quarter should be very, very healthy and strong. The preparation for that, because everything's done in a cloud-based environment, is very simple to do. And so it's not as though we can't go into the office and we can't congregate. We do that every day. Yeah. Still, it's just done on our laptops or our phones.
That's right.
And the many agents that have said, "Man, I got to have human interaction." That your company doesn't provide that. Well, it does. We've done before Zoom was even known by most people. We did Zoom calls all the time with each other. We would meet for happy hours, not just virtually, but also in person. And we're a company that's very human interactive, but it's also a company that can run very lean because everything's done in media, and therefore your expenses are cut, and our stocks and our dividends are still happening. I mean, I got my check yesterday, bro, for our month from our stocks and our dividends. It was very healthy. And it's I didn't get a dividend check, bro, or a government check. I don't know about you. I didn't get my little check, but our company rewards us handsomely, and that's very nice.
That's great. So and I've been watching the Facebook videos. I love the one with you and Heather standing behind the kids and the questions being answered, and y'all were pointing to what question goes to what kid. That was awesome. God. Yeah. So, but seeing all the kids there, because none of your kids are small in proportion. You with me? Right? And I mean that in a good way, but they're all healthy. So what has been the go-to snack at the house for everybody?
That's hilarious. Well, I won't tell my girls that you said they were not small in proportion. They're fit,
They're
but
fit.
yes,
Yes.
we our kids are college and 18 to 24.
Yeah.
The snacks around here, as a matter of fact, one of my daughters just brought in a green smoothie.
All
Dude,
right.
they are like, they're health nuts.
Yeah.
And so this green smoothie had spinach and carrots and who all knows what. So my girls especially love spending time in the kitchen, and they're always making something. I mean, if it's muffins, it's healthy muffins. If
Yeah.
it's fruit smoothies, it's healthy. And so they're loving this stuff, man.
Well, you know what? You could change your tagline to being the most regular realtor out there.
Bro, that is true. I guarantee you my health quotient went up big time with my girls being at home. Otherwise, I'd be out eating crud, running around from appointment to appointment. So they're feeding me healthy. I'm
Yeah.
grateful.
Yeah. JD, do you listen to music very often? And what music are you listening to now? And have you binged any TV shows?
All right. So on music, normally I might have a little bit going in the background,
Mm,
or if I'm riding my motorcycle, I definitely have music going.
yeah.
I'll do some rides in the evenings because these evenings are beautiful right now.
Beautiful. Yeah.
I'll listen to a mixture of some country. I love country. Grew up in a small farm town. I'll listen to some old classic rock.
Yeah.
And I love listening to some praise and worship music. I've got always some of that going on too. So yeah, I love music. Have it going on in the background, typically on a quiet level.
Right.
And binge watching, I have not been much of a TV guy up until the last few weeks. And every night we have sat down and started watching series on Netflix. I've never done that in my entire life, Matt. We've watched All American. It's a really
Yes.
cool series. Good.
Yep.
I love it. We are currently watching Outer Banks, which
Yes.
is really good.
Just started watching
And
that.
yeah, that's really cool, man. And so we're catching some Netflix series. Oh, I hate to admit, we did watch Tiger King. Yes, Joe Exotic and his
Man.
weird friends. Oh, we watched that as well. You would have never caught me doing any of that before COVID-19, though.
Can you believe that was only like an hour or so away from us, been going on for all this time, and we didn't ever knew it,
Bro, it's scary. It's scary what's out there, man.
It's close by. Yeah, it's very close by. All right, so I'm going to be your genie today, and I'm going to just grant you one wish today and one wish only. What's your wish going to be today?
Wow. Bro, and I'm gonna steal it from this book, Marketing Rebellion.
Okay, good.
It is, how can I become a better connector with people? And so if my wish today would be I'd connect at a better and a deeper level with more people. And so one of the things that this book has prompted me to do, I told you I was working on my database, and it's making me connect with more people, but I'm connecting at a deeper level. And here's a quick example. Yesterday, I reached out to a client. I hadn't talked to this client for several years, Matt. And I asked he and his wife how they were doing. And I put together a very heartfelt text that I'm adapting and editing as I send it out to each person.
Yeah.
Well, Randy, the husband, texted me back and told me that last August, his wife, Tanya, had passed away with cancer.
Oh, no.
And here I am saying, man, how are you and Tanya and the kids doing and all this? And I had no idea that his wife had been deceased for 8 months, 9 months. And it made me realize that I had not done an adequate job of staying connected. And I felt ashamed. I felt sad. I felt heartbroken for him.
Mm-hmm.
But his response to me was very gracious. It was, thank you for reaching out. Here's how the boys are doing. And our son's graduating from college. He'll probably be reaching out to you soon to buy his first home.
Yeah.
He could have said, man, I can't believe you didn't know what's going on in my family. What kind of guy are you? But he did not respond that way. And what it's made me realize is that people are genuinely glad to hear from us.
Yeah.
And so my wish today, Matt, is that I do more of that at a deeper level and in a genuine way. And just because people need to know how much we care.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
and so it's going to be an intentionality for me at a much higher level in the days ahead.
Yeah, you got a big old cup of humble right there, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. It's okay though. It's okay. You know what? He responded positively to that, and you know, we all learn from that. And you're a better man, you know, from that too. You really are, because now you're responding in a positive way to things that could have gone negatively, you know.
Absolutely. But that genie wish of connecting better with people, man, it starts at home. So that with my wife and my kids at a deeper level, that's been something that's been really refreshing and rewarding. My phone calls with friends, clients, like yesterday's example, been, while humbling, like you said, very rewarding to start catching up with people like I should have been doing for the years and years. But this is making me reset my intentions and my focus on conversations being more genuine and more, you know, typically when I hop on a call, you know this about me, I keep it pretty brief, and I'll keep it fairly surface, and that's changing in me, and it needed to.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first off, I want to say thank you for being on today. I want to say God bless you and your family. I pray a hedge of protection of health and safetiness around you and your home and your family. I also want to say thanks to Super Inspector for sponsoring our time on Zoom today. I appreciate them so much. We appreciate you, Heather, and the whole team. Give my love and thanks to everybody. High five, brother.
Bro, thank you, Matt. Appreciate your friendship. And man, I don't know who's watching today, but I hope you're encouraged to just do the next right thing, and do that time and time and time again today. Make it count. Be disciplined. Stay on a schedule. Connect with as many people as you can today. Let them know you matter and that you care. And Matt, I appreciate that. You matter, and I care about you, your team. Grateful for Super Inspector, and all that you guys do for our team. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. All right. Well, have a great week.
Yep, buddy. You too, man.
See you, man.